Hey, what's up YouTube? It's your boy YBGOS and I'm back with another video. Thanks for watching. It's the Elimination Chamber shirt, the drip. Got it at the show last month when I went. Go check out that vlog because that video is in there. And some pictures from the night. So go check that out. It was lit. Especially the ending. It was like the best part. But this is my WrestleMania day, night one results video where I'm telling you about the matches, what happened, the results, and personally what I thought about all of them. So for night one, for the kickoff show, you had Drew Gulak versus Cesaro. And I didn't really watch that match, to be honest. I watched the regular show, not the kickoff at all. But, Cesaro won by pinfall. So, got Cesaro winning that one. I honestly think they should push Cesaro more, or they should have been pushed Cesaro a while ago. Like, back in 2013, but they should have been pushed Cesaro and Drew Gulak. That guy is amazing. I've seen him wrestle live twice, Elimination Chamber last month, and I believe it was Extreme Rules a couple almost a year ago, back in July, or maybe it was SmackDown a couple months ago, back in November when I went. I honestly don't remember. It might have been SmackDown or all three, but I seen him wrestle live twice. So he's amazing. That I remember. He's a really good talent. His match with Dana Bryan was amazing. I'm pretty sure the match with Cesaro was amazing. I just didn't get a chance to watch it. Will I get to watching it? I don't know. But honestly, they need to push Cesaro. Period. Like, they should have been pushed them. Anyway, on the regular show match, with the first match, I remember we got the Kabuki Warriors versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross for the Women's Tag Team Championship. That was a good match. It was like a long match. I think we maybe it was like 25, 30 minutes maybe. It was a long match, but it was pretty good. I'm glad the Divas finally getting longer matches, better storylines, and just more time, more airtime on the shows. They've been deserved this, but this is amazing. I know the lighting looks a little off, but they got a good they had a good match. Bliss won. Bliss and Nikki Cross won to beat the Kabuki Warriors for the belts. Really good match, especially the ending. How the match ended was amazing. Um, then you had King Corbin, my bad, versus Elias. That was a great match. I believe that was what kind of match was that? It was like a Falls Count Anywhere or something like that. I don't know. I remember they were fighting all over the place. That was really good. Elias even hit him with his guitar one point in the match. I believe it was like on the stage. I seen something. That was a really good match. You had him and they're doing his thing. They're both going at it. It was a good match. I liked it. Then you had Becky Lynch versus Shayna Baszler for the Raw Women's Championship match. And I honestly thought going into this Shayna was gonna win because the way they just hyped her up, pushed her. She won the Elimination Chamber, got booed, got booed like crazy during the whole match. Still won it. Then she fought, freaking, freaking Becky and lost. I'm like, what? She pushed this cage fighter like person. Some people compare it to Ronda. Push her and then have her lose, like make her look good and have her lose. Like, I don't see the point behind that. I kind of think if you're gonna do that, you might as well have her win. I like Becky. Her, I don't really like, but she's a good fighter. I don't think she's a good wrestler, but she can fight. I'll give her that. Like with raw hands, she can really do her thing. But I don't know. I kind of think if you're gonna do that, you should have had her won, but had Becky won, which I kind of knew that was gonna happen, but I kind of wanted Shayna to win because you push her up to be this big guy, this big woman, and she loses. So I'm like, okay, it was weird, but it was a good match though. Other than that, it was a good match. Becky came in on her the man truck, custom truck. It was huge. It was nice truck. It was amazing. I actually didn't think they were still going to do some big entrances because the show was small in the performance center, no crowd. It was already taped, so they just aired it last weekend. Split when they spent to the 2 nights. Then they had Sami Zayn as the United States champion with Cesaro Nakamura versus Daniel Bryan with Drew Gulak for the Intercontinental Championship match. Um, I thought that was a good match. I remember Sammy retained. I didn't think Daniel Bryan was gonna win it anyway because of the point he's at in his career. I believe. I kind of think he's gonna go part time soon, but I don't know. That's all I've been hearing too. So I didn't think Sammy would have lost it to Bryan. I feel like if he would lose it, probably lose it to a younger guy like Gulak or something like that. Maybe like a rivalry down the line with him and Cesaro and Shinsuke. Maybe I don't know. But yeah, that was a really good match. Sammy ended up retaining, so that was good. Then you had John Morrison versus Kofi Kingston versus Jimmy Uso, in a SmackDown Tag Team Ladder match. Well, it was really supposed to be all the teams like with their partners, but I heard The Miz got sick. I don't know if it was true, but they kept saying he was sick. So then they took him out, and then they took like everyone else out, and just left one person from each team to fight. So it was a good match. I had some good spots in it. The ending was kind of weird. Looks like something I've seen before. I'm not remember from where, but I know I seen the ending somewhere, and like I think it was Morrison ended up winning, but it was like Morrison was at the top. He grabbed the belt and fell on the ladder, and then like I think he was fighting with the one of the Jimmy Uso and Kofi to get the belt, and then they all just like fell, but Morrison ended up falling with the belt on the floor or the ladder. It was weird, but it was cool, but really weird at the same time. Then we had Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins. I thought the build to this match was really good. The story behind it was amazing. You had Seth Rollins now heel, and then Kevin Owens as a face now. And they said back when the rivalry started back in, I believe it was NXT, something developmental, maybe FCW, I don't know. Might have been developmental when it was NXT, before, after the FCW thing. But they had that, something that, with, Rollins didn't want Owens doing this and that. You know, he looked down on him, that Owens, said, oh, I gotta boss up, be a better guy, blah, blah, blah. So I thought that was good, but I honestly don't like the whole Messiah thing. How Rollins is like, his character is like a god. He had like a whole white robe. I'm like, whoa, bro. You're not Jesus, chill. I don't like it, but some people dig it. I don't. I think it's stupid. It's making fun of Jesus, and it's like he's his own God. So it's like, it's dumb. Kind of think it's like against him, so it's like kind of demonic in a way. That's how I see it. I don't know. I just think it's stupid. But Kevin Owens ended up winning off a stunner, so I'm glad he won because this whole Messiah thing was dumb. And it kind of reminds me of CM Punk when he was in Straight, did the whole Straight Society thing back in 2010. So, I mean, I feel like they would have a WrestleMania match, or maybe a SummerSlam match, or some match down the line where it includes Rollins as this Messiah gimmick, and then CM Punk will come back and then do this, bring back the Straight Edge Society gimmick with the whole mask. That would be nice. It would be kind of dumb, but I mean, it would be nice. I'd rather them have a match without the gimmicks, but they teased the match a while ago, a couple years ago, when Rollins first won the NXT title back in 2011. CM Punk was WWE champion. That was his year. The summer, aka the summer of Punk, I believe. He was freaking hot that year. Gosh, that was good times. Oh man, will we ever get something like that again? I don't know. He was the top guy. Like, he was amazing. Then you had like a 24/7 championship segment, then a Paul Heyman promo. Then we had Goldberg as the champion versus Braun Strowman Universal Championship match. Now, it's supposed to be Roman Reigns, but he pulled out due to his health. He would be at a high risk of getting a coronavirus, so, oh shoot, getting the virus. I didn't mean to say that. So he didn't want to be at risk of getting that, so he pulled out. No, they say some people are mad at him, they say some people aren't, but I honestly really respect the guy for pulling out of the match because his health. Now, yes, he would have won it, and he knows it, but due to his health, he didn't want to risk it. I completely understand and respect his decision. I always have respect for that man, no matter what happens. Always got respect for him. Sometimes I don't like him, but you know, I always got respect for him. He's always a good guy. So, um, the for some reason they put Braun Strowman instead. Now, I heard they were gonna put Jeff Hardy. Honestly, would have loved they would have put Jeff Hardy because he has been champs since I think when he last won the WWE title was like 2009 or 8. Correct me if I'm wrong. One of the two, I believe. I honestly don't remember. It might have been like I don't remember what pay-per-view it was even at. I know it was at a pay-per-view though. I remember hearing about it. But they ended up putting Braun. Braun ended up winning, which I think Braun should have had the belt like 3 years ago. 2-3 years ago, like during when he had that Fatal 5-Way match, he was hot. Like when he came out, he was hot. Like he was on fire. Like, bro, he was so over back then. He should have just won the title back then. Like it was him, Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, Samoa Joe, Brock Lesnar, and Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, Samoa Joe, Brock Lesnar, and somebody else. I think it was a Fatal 5-Way match. Someone else for the WWE title at Great Balls of Fire back 2017. It was like I don't remember when it was, but I remember it was 2017. It was a pay-per-view. He should win the title back then. Like he was on fire back then. Like he was amazing, but they didn't put a title on him, and I thought that was dumb. Or nowhere between them, they didn't put a title on him until he won the Intercontinental title a couple months ago, like back in what was it? When he won it? January maybe? February? Something like that. They ended up losing it to freaking Sami Zayn, which I thought was nice. Sami Zayn finally won the title, but lose to Sami was dumb. But finally, Sami won it to me. The main roster title made me excited. It took 5 years, but it was good. Then you have him go against Goldberg for WWE title, stall in there. He wins. Okay, it's kind of weird now, but alright. Then the main event, Undertaker versus AJ Styles in the Boneyard match. This is probably one of the best Undertaker matches I've ever seen, ever. Like this match was so good. Like it was like the American Bad Egg character 2.0. Like he came out on the bike. He had I think he had like a ponytail. He had a bandana, just like the American character. Man, this was amazing. He had his bike. I think it had like music. He like rolled down. It was fire. Bike was amazing. He had like this big vest on. This like dark leather pants maybe. It was such a good match. Then you had AJ Styles pulled up in a hearse. They took the hearse. They opened the hearse. They took the what's that thing called? They took the casket out. AJ Styles popped up like Undertaker mocking him. He was the heel in this match. Undertaker was the face. He pops up and starts like laughing. Then him and Undertaker just go at it. Undertaker hits him. He hits his elbow through the glass, shatters his arm starts bleeding a little bit right here. It was amazing. I don't know if that was supposed to happen, but it was amazing. Like the part when he was gonna bury him, Undertaker pops up. Oh man, on the crane. Like this match was so freaking good. I recommend you go watch it or look it up on YouTube or somewhere. I bet you can find it. Bro, the match was so freaking good. But Undertaker ended up winning, and I kind of thought AJ was gonna win because the way they pushed it again. but he didn't. Undertaker actually ended up winning, and it went out to be a really good match. It was my favorite match of the first night. I think it was great. I didn't think it was really. I was kind of surprised the main event, but not really, because it's Undertaker. But yeah, I just thought it was a really good match. You know, Undertaker. Come on, you know. If you know, you know. What up, bro? So yeah, that was a good match, and then that was the main event to end it. So I thought it was a good show. I'm gonna now. Yeah. So then we got day two. So night two is really good. I didn't watch the kickoff for this as well. You had Liv Morgan versus Natalia. I heard Liv Morgan won. Then you had Charlotte Flair defeating Rhea Ripley by submission. To win the NXT Women's title. I was kind of surprised they did this. There's rumors about her winning, Rhea losing because her visa in the U.S. was going to expire soon, so she would be able to go back to the U.S. to be in the U.S. if she would retain. So she had to lose it and I guess get a new visa or something. Leave the U.S. I don't know, but I was kind of surprised. But now that she's won the NXT with the title, we're finally going to, just like Finn Balor went to NXT, clipping no title. We're finally going to see Charlotte fight some NXT women. I think that would be great. See her fight. I really want to see her fight what's that girl, Bianca Belair for the belt. Maybe if they do that, but I'd love to see them fight. I think they would have a really good few matches or so. They'll have a good rivalry. Then we saw Aleister Black versus Bobby Lashley. Aleister ends up winning by pinfall. I thought it was kind of weird in a way. It's kind of random to me, but okay. Put Aleister over. Good guy, Bobby. Good guy. Putting talent over as he should. Then you got Otis beating Ziggler by pinfall and then taking it. It was funny. We finally got Otis. Got his revenge. Got the girl he's been wanting. So, nice little love story there. Then you had the last match of the match. Ed versus Randy Orton. Like, this match was so freaking good. Like, they fought all over the performance center. Like, it was amazing. They fought in the weight room. I believe in the parking lot. Like, bro, it was great. They fought on the truck. Me, this probably like I thought this was the best match of the night. Like, bro, it was so good. Then you got Rob Gronkowski won the 24/7 title from Mojo Rawley. You know, supposedly his best friend. I thought that was kind of interesting. Kind of don't see what they were doing. The whole thing with Rob, what they're gonna do with him. It seemed like he's some big like party guy, so it's kind of weird to me, but it is what it is. You had the Street Profits defeating Angel Garza and Austin Theory by pinfall. I think the Street Profits are really good. They deserve more of a push, of course. I could really see him being main event guys as well. Angel Garza, I like see him being main event guy. He's amazing. Austin Theory is pretty good. And then had the Fatal 5 elimination. Bailey versus Lacey versus Naomi versus Sasha versus Tamina. Now, I thought this was really good. I really wanted Sasha to win, but they ended up having Bailey win. Okay, I didn't think she was really gonna win. Then Firefly Funhouse match, Bray Wyatt versus John Cena. I actually felt like this should have been the main event, but it wasn't. But it's still a great match. You have Bray Wyatt defeating John Cena, but it was still a good match. Some people thought it was dumb, some people was confused, but I thought it was amazing because this is what you had here. It's the story behind it. It was John Cena getting revenge. Bray Wyatt getting revenge on John Cena from WrestleMania 30, which was 6 years ago. Then you had John Cena's part was he was shutting Bray Wyatt down, shutting the whole Fiend character down because he thought it wasn't as big as people make it seem. So in this Cena's eyes, he saw him just throwing the character, just beat the character, like just say screw you, I'm not putting you over. I think it's retarded. But he ends up having Bray win anyway. The match was really crazy. I believe they probably filmed it too. Probably took a while, but you had Bray Wyatt just interfering in like his whole career. Like when he first came out, the whole ruthless aggression angle that he did with Kurt Angle, that was interesting. Then it was in the ring. Then you had like a old WrestleMania thing, little promo looking thing backstage when they were like as if they would be a tag team. Then you had the whole the economics gimmick. The NWO would be Cena turning heel. That was funny. I thought that was really cool because everyone, since back in the day, everyone wanted to see him turn heel and he never did. So in that match, you kind of got to see him turn heel, hit Bray with the chair. Bray ended up like, I think he like choked him or something and won. So that was kind of random, but it was a really good match. I liked it. Story behind it was great. They really put on a show. And then you had Drew McIntyre versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE title. Now, I thought that was really good. Drew ended up winning. I'm kind of surprised he put Drew over. But then again, I'm not, because I feel like Brock is the type to put people over. Except, sometimes he should have put Kofi over. That is like, oh, this was BS. I'm still mad about that. I feel like Kobe should never lost it. And if he did, would have lost it. Have it be like a 20, 10, 30-minute match. Not no, or a 20 or 30-minute match. Not no 8-second match. That was complete BS. Complete BS. But you put Drew over, have a nice little match. I believe his match might have been like 10, 20 minutes. It was a good match. You put him over, wow, okay. It looked like he was going to win anyway from the build. But it was a good match. He ended up winning. He did like 4 Claymore kicks and won. Then off the scenes, the next night of Raw, Big Show came out and fought, what's his face? Drew McIntyre for the belt. Drew McIntyre ended up winning it too. I kind of thought he was going to lose because the belt, they had Big Show like choking him and like leg dropping him, like trying to pull a Hulk Hogan basically. And just like beating him down. He was playing the heel and Drew ended up winning. It was really good. So that was kind of like after the show, I guess off camera. So they showed the next night in a row, which was cool. But that was a good show. Summing up, I think they did a great job with the whole show, with it being without a crowd. I feel like they should have postponed it, but it's not up to me, up to them. But they still put on a great show and shows they could do a lot. Even though they don't have a crowd, they still put on good shows, good pay-per-views. Raw, SmackDown been alright. So yeah, this is the whole pandemic going on in the world. It's crazy right now, and they're just doing the best they can. At the same time, I like it, but I kind of think they should give the wrestlers a break. Will they? I don't know. Not up to me, but I love what they're doing, and I just want to say thanks as a fan. So thanks for watching. If you made it through this whole video, thanks. It's your boy YBG Ice. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and thanks. I'm ahead of it. Thanks for watching. New video is gonna be up soon. I'm gonna start posting daily. Thanks, love y'all.